Hello, welcome back to another discussion video. I thought I'd do one because I had a few things on my mind really, and just thought I'd wanted to chat them out and throw them out there and see what people think. I've put some gameplay in the background. This was a duo win that I had with one of my really good friends, Tech Nation, and we got a really good win. I thought I'd just throw it in the background as something to watch while we chat. It's always good to see a nice win. But yeah, I've had this kind of thought last few weeks that I'm kind of finished with Warzone. Like, I've played Warzone from start to finish. Obviously, on the back of that, I played Blackout from start to finish. And I've really been into battle royales. I think they're just they're my cup of tea. Let's say they're the first person shooter that I like, that I enjoy. I like the open world. I like how it pushes you into fights, and I like some of the scenarios that it causes. But I've had a couple of other things on my mind that are just making me disappointed about battle royales and I guess Warzone in general. Now, if you're like me, the only kind of battle royale that I've enjoyed is Warzone, and this is nothing against Fortnite. You know, Fortnite is a very solid game, and it's proven that with how much money it's earned, how many player bases. But it's just not my kind of game. It's not my cup of tea. I tried Apex Legends. Again, like, I just didn't really get into it, and it's nothing against Apex Legends. It's doing really well. I mean, I tried playing the old PUBG, but I just don't like how clunky it is. I'd love them to make a new PUBG. And when you're in that kind of boat, the only one that kind of then is available for me to play is Warzone. And I've openly said this, that I have definitely preferred Blackout over Warzone. I think Blackout was definitely more of a solid, grounded battle royale game. It didn't have any broken metas. It didn't have any issues. It was very well balanced. But then moving from Blackout to Warzone, I kind of had to, because Call of Duty were just ditching Blackout and weren't putting any more content in. And now we're on Warzone, and I've played Warzone from the very beginning until now, and I have enjoyed it. But I've enjoyed it through gritted teeth. I've enjoyed it through frustrations and its challenges. And I mean, my friend Tech Nation always reminds me that this is a free-to-play game. So it's never going to be great. You know, it's never going to be as solid as a developing game that's been developed and retailed at, £70, £80 or whatever you want to pay for it. Because then when a person pays £70 for a game, they expect a very well-polished game. But with a free-to-play game, there can be this kind of niche area where they go, well, it's free-to-play. Like, you don't have to play it. But then Call of Duty is happy to take your money. Now, for me, I know that is individual choice. You don't have to buy the battle passes, you don't have to buy skins, and you don't have to do any of that. I have enjoyed purchasing what I've liked to purchase. I've enjoyed the battle passes, and yes, from time to time, I enjoy the skins in the store. I don't buy loads of things all the time. I just treat myself here to there. That is my own personal choice. But I kind of feel if Call of Duty is willing to take your money, and I can't imagine how much money they do take, it must be a lot, then they really should put some effort into the game. And I know behind the scenes, behind every business, there's people that want to make money. It's a business. They want to see a good income of money coming in. But for the people that are spending the money and playing the game, I think I just expect a little bit more. And there's a couple of topics I want to talk about that fall into this category. I mean, and the first thing is obviously cheats. We've seen plenty of videos of Warzone over the time it's been out about cheating. And I think for console it's got harder, because if you look at what it's like on PC, you've seen the videos online of people with wall hacks, or people that can just lock onto people wherever they are on the map and just lock on beam, dead. And yes, and now there are anti-cheats coming out, that are started to kind of prevent this. Doesn't prevent it fully, because cheating is a business. People make these and sell these for money, and I don't know why, because for me, I feel like cheats are ruining gaming. They really are. Like, as someone who loves gaming and loves competitive gaming, loves first person shooters, I just can't believe there's people out there that just kind of want to ruin it for the majority because they want to make money on other people's misery. And it does make it miserable. No one likes, playing a game, you're doing really well, and then you get killed to a cheater. Like, it is so disappointing. And it's not very nice. Yes, Call of Duty have bought anti-cheats. I think there's more they can do. But for consoles, I think one of the biggest problems we have is the Cronus Max or the Cronus Zen or whatever the rubbish things you want to call them, because I can't stand them and it ruins the experience. Me and my mate Tech Nation, we hate them. We hate the whole idea of them. And there are YouTube videos of the guy just stood there selling them. And basically it's a device you can plug into your console. You purchase the cheats to whatever game you're playing, and it kind of takes away zero recoil and all this. And they're not very well detected. I don't think they can be detected as of yet. I don't know if anti-cheat does detect them. I think people have said that they're working on it. They're working on a way around this. But then obviously when they bring something out, the cheats companies then try and counteract the program that's kind of stopping it. So whether it can be done, I don't know. Whether it's ever going to be prevented, I think it's always going to be a problem. And then apart from the Cronus Maxes, one of the things that I really do hate. So I think, honestly, like, hear me out on this. I think Call of Duty needs to scrap skill-based matchmaking. I don't think skill-based matchmaking works. I really don't. Because then you have the option. So skill-based matchmaking looks at your stats and stuff, and it categorizes people: really good players, really poor players, people that are new, people that have been playing the game for ages. And it creates this option. It creates an option to people to use VPNs to get into easy lobbies, right? And me and my mate Tech, we are not amazing players. I mean, yeah, we get wins here and there, but we're not getting, flipping 20 kill wins, 30 kill wins, none of that. And we think when it comes to the movement skill and the movement bracket, we're very average. Like I'm in my 40s. I'm not that fast. And we've been coming up against a lot of nuke skin players, and we definitely think that we're getting players that are definitely not. They shouldn't be in our bracket. Like we're getting outplayed massively in a way where I'm just like, I can't compete with that because my skill level is not that high. Like, and I will say that honestly, I play for fun. I'm not a streamer. I'm not the most amazing player, but sometimes I'm playing against people that I think, right, you must play this all day. You must be maybe your own personal streamer or whatever. And then to see people like, I am never going to complete the nuke contract. I am not that good at the game. I'd love to, but I can never see it happening. So why am I playing against people that have the nuke skin that are definitely better than me and have achieved that level of the game? I think VPNs are a huge problem. And I think there are a lot of streamers out there, I honestly do, that behind the scenes are getting themselves easy lobbies to complete the nuke contract easier, and to get these flipping 30, 40 bomb game kills because they want to keep their YouTube channel growing. And if they don't, that's their business. That's their money, that's their income, that's their life. So if they can find ways around keeping it buzzing and popular and making them look awesome, then they're going to, because at the end of the day, they don't want to lose their YouTube channels, and they don't want to lose their money coming in and their sponsorships and everything they get. So I'm really against the VPN side, but I really think if Call of Duty got rid of skill-based matchmaking like completely, and it was all randomized, like literally it just threw people wherever. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I got into a lobby and I got killed by a nuke skin person, and I knew that the lobbies were completely random. It would not bother me one bit. It really wouldn't. It's like, it's the luck of the draw. You get the server that you get. But unfortunately, at the moment, skill-based matchmaking brackets people into sections and puts them in groups, and then people can exploit that. And it really annoys me. Excuse me. It really does get my goat up. But if it was all randomized, if it was the complete luck of the draw, and I got through into a game that happened to be against a pro player, a YouTuber, someone with amazing stats, I could honestly, I could cope with it. It wouldn't bother me. I'd accept it. I'd leave the game. I'd start a new one. But at the moment, I think it's a completely broken system that can be exploited and will continue to be exploited, because sadly, that's where gaming's gone. It really has. Cheating, Cronus Maxes, and VPNs. It's just a sad place to be in. And I just, as a gamer going forward, I do like playing a really good slow single player story campaign. I loved it. Like, I'm playing the Last of Us 2 remastered at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. I like that. But I also have a real big passion for first person shooters. And I love where first person shooters have gone. I do love competitive games like battle royales, or, hopefully when the next Battlefield comes out, let's not start on Battlefield 2042, because that was a big letdown to me. I'm a huge Battlefield fan, and I love, first person shooters online. I love the competitive stuff on it, but I don't like it when it's the advantage of cheaters and VPNs and Cronus Maxes. It's really upsetting me as a gamer, as a consumer. So yeah. Now I've had my rant about that. I guess I'm going to move on to the next thing that has really, it just adds disappointment to my Warzone experience. And I know, yes, people can say, well, it's a free to play game. Don't expect too much. But actually, the money that Warzone rakes in, because I see people wearing skins from the store all the time. Like, I've purchased skins and battle passes, and I can see that a lot of people do, because, I kill people and that's a battle pass skin. That's it. So they're making their money. And because they're happy to take our money, I think we should expect more. Like, if it was a free to play game, right, and there were no battle passes, there was no money making, it was just the stuff in the game was in the game and it was free, I wouldn't expect much. If I didn't have to buy it, if I didn't have to pay it, if I didn't have to put any money into a game, right, and it was free to play, and it was pretty much, we'll update it when we want, you'll get what you want, you just pick the guns and the skins, I wouldn't expect anything much. If I enjoyed it, I'd play it. If there are problems, well, it's free to play. But the fact that money is going into it, that changes the feel for me. That makes me think that actually some care should be put into it. And it makes me wonder, are they just running on the bare minimum to make as much money as possible? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know the development team. I don't know what Call of Duty do. I'm not a games developer. But I understand businesses. Business want to make money. They want their monthly quotas. They want to see profit being made. They'll invest as little as they can to get the maximum amount of money. And every business on this planet is guilty of doing that. I work in the care industry. The care industry like to employ as little people as possible to look after a lot of people as they can, because they want to make money. And that's just the state of the world we live in. Every business is guilty. The same as the cheats business. They just want to make money. They want to make money selling as many cheats as possible. I don't know how they employ their staff, but every business wants to do that. So Call of Duty is not exempt from this. And what have we had from the start of Warzone to now? When Warzone first released, and it released on the Modern Warfare engine back in the day, and it had the first set of guns and the first engine of the Modern Warfare game, and that was it. It seemed like a very playable game. There were some meta weapons, but as soon as they started putting different Call of Duties into the game and different weapons, it just broke the game. Like, Warzone has a really bad history of broken guns, broken metas, and broken updates. And it doesn't feel like it's ever going to change. Like, look where we are. We're at Verdansk, Caldera, Al Mazrah, now we're in Urzikstan. And even now, we're still experiencing broken guns, broken metas. I mean, look at the latest update that came out that broke the game. You couldn't get loadouts. The amount of videos and stuff that were online about this update. It's like, you kind of think after this long, of Warzone they would learn. Like you would really think, wouldn't you, that they would learn their lesson? Like, do they know what they're doing? Like, why can't they release a gun into the game and have it already kind of balanced and on par with everything else? And then you get this issue, an update comes out and it breaks another shotgun, or like the snake shot pistols come out. I mean, there are theories about this that actually, like, a lot of it is for sales within the store. And I've seen evidence. I've seen, like, the Interceptor. Let's see the Interceptor, and like they were waiting for a nerf for it, and then we had the update, and it didn't get nerfed. And then a couple of days later, a new skin for the Interceptor came out into the store. And I really think that sometimes they hold off. They make a gun broken, and they want to make sales, and they want people to buy the skin, so they keep it broken for longer. And then once they've hit their quota, once someone said, "Oh, we've made so much on that skin, there we go, we can patch it." Like that's a theory. That's conversations that I've had with my friends, that we kind of think that's what happens. That this whole broken meta thing isn't accidents. Like, they know what they're doing. There's no, we don't have proof, but a lot of time this is just theories. Like, they do it for a genuine reason, but it makes the game miserable. Like Blackout, like, I'll always say this, and my mate always says, you go on about Blackout. Blackout was a very balanced, fantastic audio, no seriously broken meta weapons. It was a very balanced battle royale, and I think people forget how good Blackout was. But look how many videos Warzone has on broken guns and broken metas, DMR metas, the doof, the snake shots, that come round every time we get a new Warzone, and then we go through the same thing again. And it just, yeah, I'm at a point now, guys, where I'm ready for something new. 2024 has to give me something new. And I have my eyes on some games that are in the pipeline. And I won't talk about all that now. I'm just kind of watching the horizon of YouTube and new games coming out, and hopefully some prospects of a different battle royale that just isn't as frustrating as Warzone is. Warzone could be amazing. Warzone could be amazing if done correctly, and that sounds really bad for me to say. And I have two friends that we've played Warzone from the beginning. They don't even play anymore. They hardly ever come on because they're kind of fed up themselves. Now, I play with my friend Technation, and me and him are still playing it, and we're still having fun. But this whole VPN thing and nuke skin people in our lobbies, and feeling very like we're in deep water sometimes. This isn't fun. We don't feel like we're playing against people in our own skill bracket. And if it was done randomly, you'd accept that someone really fantastic got into the lobby. But because it's not, and because people can cheat and people can exploit things, it makes it really unfair. Would we have lost that game for that reason? Could we have won that game if people weren't exploiting the issues that we have to face? Who knows? And, Call of Duty is a AAA company, and in my opinion, I expect more. I am currently holding on to the hope that a new game is going to come out this year, because as soon as there's a new game that I actually want to play and really enjoy, it'll be bye-bye Warzone for me. It will. And you know what? I can say I have some good memories on Warzone, and I've had good times, and I've clipped good videos and good wins. But a lot of that behind the scenes of the videos that I've clipped and uploaded is frustration and gritted teeth and just annoyance. All the broken stuff that has come along, broken metas, broken updates. It's just very disappointing. And the amount of money they make, I do expect more. Yes, I know it's a free-to-play game. It's my choice to play and to invest money. But when money is involved, there should be more to it. There should be more put into help the people that want to enjoy the game, to try and get rid of the cheating and the stuff in it that just makes it broken. To get rid of the Cronus Maxes and the hackers and the VPN stuff. And I know for streamers it's their job and it's their business. But surely behind that, all the secrets of what you do, it can't be great. Like, if you have to kind of cheat somehow to win. If you have to use a Cronus Max to reduce recoil so your game plays better to help support your channel, or secretly you do use VPNs to get easier lobbies to make yourself look amazing, or whatever you do, there can't be joy in that. I don't understand why people cheat. I really don't. Like, it baffles me. All right, all the wins that I have got are through the basic controller and gameplay. I've not used hacks, I've not used VPNs, I've not used Cronus Maxes, I've not done anything to reduce my recoil. I've installed the game, I've set it up, and I've played it. I can satisfyingly say that all my wins are through 100% my own best efforts, and I'm happy with that. I just don't understand how people can play with the cheats and stuff and just be happy with their wins, because you've not kind of done that on your own. You've technically cheated. Hey, if that satisfies you, that's fine. It just baffles me. It really does. That's like going for a job and getting it because you know someone in the business and they've got you the job, and they've not looked at your resume. They've just gone, yeah, you can have it because we like you and we know you. What's the point? But hey. Right, that's the end of my video. I just thought I'd throw this out there. I kind of wanted to have just a bit of a throw discussion out and see what people think. So subscribe and like if you like the video. Please feel free to add comments and your own opinions, and I'll just leave it there. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope it's not felt like too much of a rant, but I am ready for something new. I'm ready for something to come out where I think I want to play this game now and invest money in this game, because I think Warzone for me is definitely, I'm at the end of it, and I'm really hoping this year that something new comes out that I can really get my teeth into, that I can enjoy. Battle Royale, whatever it's going to be. I don't even know what it's going to look like, but yeah. So thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time.